Rangers 1, Motherwell 2, and it was a cold slap in the face today, as it is cold in Glasgow right now. But that was a disaster. I mean, that's title hopes dented. Steel chair shot to the dome, as an analogy would that be? But I mean, it was actually horrendous. That's the first game I've been to since the 1st of December, and I tell you what, you'd think it was just as pish. What I mean by that is, that was the Aries Limassol game, 1-1, and that was mince. Obviously since then, Rangers have went on a great run, top Europa League group, all that good stuff, and top of the league, top of the bloody league, and now we're looking at a situation where it was like as if those 3 months hadn't happened, and today's not undone it, because still technically top of the league and all that good stuff. I did think this sort of performance and result was behind the team, but partly not. Here, you're always going to have blips. You're always going to have blips in a season. I'm talking about, we've just won 10 in a row, let's make another 10 in a row. Football's not like that, but everything was off the boil today, man. It was it was bad. But I didn't expect this. You'd expect it against Kelly. 1-0 down. If we get beat, I'd almost accept it, because it's always been a hard place to go. But today, let's talk about today. Game kicks off. When you're late by the first couple of minutes, that's not the best start anyway, so that's a bit bad in that regard. Motherwell score like 7 minutes in? Something like that. Yeah, lovely. I've even lost. No, wasn't he 7 minutes in? I think it was 15 minutes in. Something like that. I can't even remember who scored for Motherwell, right? I actually, for the life of me, can't. But see, Rangers, there was the obvious clear-cut chances that Rangers would normally miss, right? Make no mistake about it. Cyril Dessers, he's prone to missing a few of them. You can't dispute it, right? And it's not good stuff, as I've probably said a few times in this video. But seeing you're freezing, man, you're trying to hink. The wind, as the co-host, is battling, trying to get a word in as well. But it's like, after this, we just didn't really ever do anything. McCausland, he got tackled. When I was sitting, I couldn't really see what happened to McCausland, but judging by the abuse the ref got and the Motherwell guy got, I'm going to assume it was a bad tackle. But Rangers, again, we had chances, but Dessers doing what Dessers does. And but Tav was getting pelters, right? And I get it. Sometimes he's defensively poor, but I think the Tav slander needs to be dropped, man. I really do, because against Kelly, the guy got his back into the game, and there's so many other players at the club that just don't do things like that. We go into the second half. The first half was really bad, but again, Kelly was really bad. So I thought, you get in, come on, he's been able to turn this team from pish into greatness, and this wasn't exactly great for Clement here, because, well, say for Clement, I don't think he could have really did too much, but we get a disallowed goal, and obviously I was in SE1, and you can't exactly see, far when he showed it anyway, so I can't really tell if it was, I don't even know what they disallowed it for, everyone, or just saying offside. But again, we scored a penalty pretty much straight away after this. I believe it was Dujon Sterling who got brought down. And then there was a bit of a kerfuffle when the penalty got awarded. It looked like someone slapped one of our players across the face. I believe we got a yellow. Some people were saying red, but it wasn't a red. So anyway, Tav steps up. Great penalty. Tav does what Tav does. And then we huffed and puffed. There was a few chat, but I can't turn around and say here that we completely and utterly obliterated Motherwell. I don't think we did. We got 28 shots to it. I think it was 28 shots, 5 on target. Motherwell's got 15 shots, a couple on target, and then they made it 2-1. And where you're sitting in SE1, right beside the club deck stairs, you pretty much can't even see what sort of goal Motherwell's scoring, let alone who's even scoring it. But yeah, with people standing up, it's hard to see, but they make it 2-1. 15 minutes to go. Obviously we add it on time, you're looking at about 20 minutes, so to speak. But I thought we created hee-haw. I can't turn around and say that this was like the Ross County or the Hearts game. It's mad to think that those games were like 2 weeks ago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, like in that time frame. Like last Saturday, we absolutely scud it. The most in-form team in Europe, in Hearts, alongside Inter Milan. This week we take on Motherwell, and the arse went. Is this the pressure of a title fight? Here, maybe it is, because this team's not used to being in title fights. Like, here, see the team that won title 55, there's a few of them left, but there's not a lot of them left. I don't think Jack Butland was at fault for any of the goals or any of that stuff, but overall, man, really disappointing game for Rangers. I mean, this is more of a reaction than a review. There will be some form of match day vlog, but where I was sitting, it was hard to film, but it was hard to watch as well, because Rangers were absolutely putrid, guys. But anyway, leave your thoughts down below. I'm near enough under Central Station. The only way to make this night worse would to be get stabbed. So until next time, peace.